Welcome everybody, Wilde Willy here, and welcome to my build showcase. This is episode 0 of my Storm Spirit Summoner build, or Spirit Storm Summoner build. This is a showcase of the abilities of a combined Int Faith Spellcaster build, combining the best abilities of the Stormcaller and the Necromancer classes. Episode 0, why are we at Dynasty Midpoint Mausoleum? Well, episode 1 was me yapping away inside the Sanctuary of Lost Knowledge, which was about as exciting as you could potentially imagine. Not very compelling content. How about murdering a bunch of red-headed Albinurics? As a better way to show off the power of the build. These are the Rancor Fists. Ah, finally somebody sees me. We'll let him play with my friend there for a little bit. Gonna get my Cyclone spell back out. You can see, absolutely flattened him between my summons and the spell, and he is already dead. So what's normally a potentially challenging encounter to wade right into and aggro everybody, they're all dead. So let's go fight Moog. You want a good indication of how powerful a build is? Moog's a good test, right? Let me heal up. In Faiths, so this is basic Faith incantation that adds HP regen slowly over time. You'll notice this is a Convergence mod, so my FP is also slowly regenerating. I have my summons here because I'm a Necromancer. This is Rotten Duelist Varus. I am actually a squishy caster. So he is a wonderful frontline summons, very aggressive duelist, does rot, takes the pressure off of me. Oh no, Moog is dead. What are we gonna do? How am I supposed to showcase Moog? Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Convergence Mod. So we are gonna go back to the round table and we're gonna go to the boss mode portal. Let's just change one thing here. And we're gonna hop over the balcony. You'll notice we have our test dummy over there. And we have this. Examine Ledger. Remembrance bosses. Boss resurrections. These are all the bosses that I've done. This is part of an ongoing Let's Play series. I'm on episode 50 of that, which is going to be my boss rush. I'm going to be adding a whole bunch more Remembrance bosses to that list. So if you're interested, check out episode 50 of the Let's Play. If you're interested in the Let's Play, I recommend you move to about 5 minutes into episode 2 so you don't have to put up with me in the Sanctuary of Lost Knowledge, being a nerd, walking around a library, reading a bunch of books type of thing, unless you're into that thing. But either way, let's continue. We wanted to go play with Moog, go fight Moog. Let's do that again. So here we are outside of the boss wall. See, I got debuffed just right there. I did not cast my binding spell. So let's go ahead and correct that. And we want to send him away because he will not come through the gate with me. And now I'm kind of debuffed, but what can I do? So I can go to my equipment, go down here to my Carrion Filigree crest, and put on the Blessed Blue Dew Talisman. So now you'll see over on the right-hand side of the screen, my FP's coming back pretty quick. And then I just have a basic incantation. I gotta switch to my seal. And now I have HP regen and FP regen. Switch back to this. So the minute I go through this gate, I'm gonna summon my spirit summons again. Mohg is a little different. The very first time you fight him, he will be right on top of you. None of this gently strolling across the arena to get to you. If you die and you have the fog wall, the fog wall comes in boss resurrection mode, but if you die fighting him, then he starts a little farther away. So I'm going to start my buffing routine. Switch my talisman again. And we're gonna go in. He will teleport to you. He doesn't give you a ton of time. And as always with Mohg, the most important thing with him is to stay out of the blood flare. My Rancor Fists are plus 14. They can go to plus 15. And he's dead. And I need to eat my gold pickled Foulfoot. And there we go. 600,000 runes and Mohg is dead. All I did was use my weapon art and my summons distracted him, and that's it, because I am actually a very squishy caster. So that is it. That's the showcase. One other thing I wanted to show you is there's Mohg, he's dead. Conrad Pureblood Knight, who's that? New content for the Convergence mod. Nothing like being stuck in a tiny closet, relatively speaking, with a murderous Blood Knight. That was a fun fight. Blood Flame Dragon Sanguivarios. That was also a fun fight. A giant Blood Flame Dragon in an arena full of the red Albinaurics. So that was also interesting. Marks them all on the map. You can see in the Overland section, it's talking about bosses, marking what's alive, what's dead. You can put your own markers on the map. You can see I've progressed through pretty much everywhere. Next episode I do, like I said, it's part of this series. It's going to be episode 50. So I will start off with Beast in Malekith. Then we'll come back over here to the capital. Morgoth is dead, but then Horlu is still there. And then we have Radagon and Elden Beast. I'm also going to have to fight Scarred instead of Gideon the All-Knowing. Scarred kills him, so if you hate Gideon, you'll love the beginning part of that fight, but then you'll have to fight Scarred. So yeah, that's it. That's the showcase. If you enjoyed this content, please give it a like and a subscribe. Like I said, if you're interested in this series, I would honestly tune in about 5 minutes into episode 2. Just fast forward until I start going out into the world. Or if you're just interested in me murdering a bunch of bosses, see the Boss Rush episode, which is episode 50. Thanks y'all for coming, and I'll see you in the next episode.